paradiddles. You know 'em, you love 'em, you go way back. 6th grade band, met on the first day, been in love ever since. I've been thinking about paradiddles, and here's what I've been thinking. So paradiddles got these big downbeat accents. They can kind of let you know where one is. So you can take the skeleton of a paradiddle, you can make it into eighth notes. Good way to break down your stroke types. But what's the skeleton of that skeleton? It's just those quarter note accents, right? So here's where I've been thinking. What if we got that big skeleton, that's just those accents, and made those into paradiddles, sticking wise at least. But then still had the paradiddles inside. This is what I call big paradiddle. So the big difference here is that instead of having alternating right hand, left hand paradiddles, we're going to have two paradiddles of the same hand back to back. It'll be like right paradiddle, left paradiddle, right paradiddle, right paradiddle. That's one big paradiddle. Includes 4 smaller paradiddles inside. And I guess sort of a prerequisite for this is that you can play one-handed paradiddles, like starting the lead hand on so it'll be like right, left, right, 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 left, right, right. You'll see that when you do that, now what my right hand is doing is just like inverts, as if I was playing inverted flam taps, and all my left hand has to do is 1 E out, 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E. Just a tap on all your E's, or opposite if you want to do these off the left hand, which you should do both regardless of your dominance. If you're coming into this video trying to play big paradiddle, and you can't play small paradiddle with the same lead hand over and over again, I'd take a little bit of time and just do this right here. Do that at like half that speed. Do it as slow as you need to do it. You can play a note a day if that's what it takes for you to get those stroke types right and nice and neat and in time. I think that pretty much sets you up for big paradiddle. But now I've been thinking more. The same way that small paradiddle is a little microcosm of big paradiddle, what if big paradiddle is a microcosm of a bigger paradiddle that includes big paradiddles? Small paradiddle. Right, left, right, right, left, right, left, left. Easy enough. Right, left, right, right, left, right, left, left, right, left, right, 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 left, right, right. We'll call that one big paradiddle. So we'll do one of those. Same thing off the left hand. Same thing off the right hand twice. And that will make one bigger paradiddle. So a set of bigger paradiddles might look like this. So one paradiddle is 4/16 notes, aka one beat. A big paradiddle is one measure, 16/16 notes. And a big paradiddle will be 4 measures long. So what I'm going to play right now is going to be a right-handed big-er paradiddle and a left-handed bigger paradiddle. So 8 measures, 128 16th notes plus 1 in total. So there is a point at which you will play, I think, 3 paradiddles on the same hand back to back to back. So what is that actually useful for? Right now, kind of beats me. I'm not auditioning for drumlines right now. I'm too old for that. So I don't have to practice things that actually matter. What I do play more of now is drum set. I have my little apartment solution electronic kit here. And now I'm going to see if there's a way to kind of either like make these big and bigger paradiddles into a groove, or if there's an interesting way to orchestrate it around the kit. These might just be useless. Let's find out together. Here's ground zero, basic paradiddle groove. That is like the most basic conceivable paradiddle groove, I think. You just have your lead hand on the cymbal and your non-lead hand on the snare drum. So then you get that nice fat 2 and 4. You could also put both your hands on the cymbals and just bring them in for 2 and 4. I think it feels good a lot of the time to sync up your right foot with your right hand. This is a really square groove. I wouldn't like put this in a song, but you could probably use this as the bones to make something more interesting. Now let's get to big paradiddle groove. I don't know what I'm going to do with this yet. I have not planned this out at all, so let's figure it out. So what I'm running into immediately with this one, I think, is that it's harder to do like a stationary thing, like that first paradiddle groove of just like leaving one hand on the snare and one hand on the hi-hat. I kind of like that one. It's not your most typical drum groove. You don't have the really strong like. There's enough of a backbeat to like feel it. Let's see if we can use both of our friends here. So for this groove, I'm playing big paradiddle, leaving my right hand on hat, left hand on snare, except for beat 3 on every like odd measure, I'm pulling my right hand from the hat to the snare for the backbeat. So this is a halftime groove. This groove is big paradiddle, with right hand on ride cymbal, left hand on snare drum, pulling in for those big beat 3s. This is a halftime groove. That was sloppy. You get the idea. Kind of the same thing as the other one. A little bit basic, but you could probably derive a cool idea from that. I'm going to try both hands on the cymbals. I keep playing fills because I keep playing it wrong. And so then I just turn my mistakes into fills. So sorry if you were looking for an actual good point of reference for these ideas. But you're on your own, pal. And now, bigger paradiddle. Going through at that time, it actually started to feel a little bit flowy, a little bit natural. I'm probably gonna mess it up now that I said that, but I think it's starting to settle into the hands a little bit, maybe. This kind of just sounds the same as the other one, but it's just like more mental work for the drummer. Eh. I feel like you could totally use these to do some kind of like how Gent has a lot of that unison like bass and drum stuff. If you wanted to have a unison melody with like one of your hands, you could get that real fragmented 16th note thing going on. Like, that is just the lead hand of bigger paradiddle. So I might try to compose sort of a melody to that and see if I can put it over the drum groove. See if it sounds like something worth keeping, I guess. So that was just kind of where I stopped recording earlier. Um, I that's the video. I just got done chopping it up on iMovie. A little bit embarrassed about the quality of recording, playing, the quality of thoughts, lack of metronome. But this was fun, so I'll probably still upload the video tonight. I feel like no one is ever gonna see this. This is a message to nobody. But if you're somebody, thank you. Oh, I didn't press the off button. Have a good night.